Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of The Performance Kitchen. Every episode I'll be joined by a pro athlete at the very top of their sport who will take over this kitchen and show us what they really eat before and after they compete. Today I'm joined by Great Britain and England Rugby Sevens player and Rugby Union World Cup winner Rachael Burford. Rachel, come over. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
First ever episode, very exciting. And you've actually got two dishes for us today, right?
Yeah.
So why not? Let's get cracking with the first one. We've got a pumpkin seed cake, right?
Close.
Yeah.
It's a oat, cinnamon and raisin bread.
Cinnamon and raisin bread. And this looks like it's going to be very easy to make, very easy to prepare. What have we got here? We've got some,
Yeah. So
how
we've
many
just
oats?
we've got 300 grams of oats.
300 grams.
We've got 4 spoons of both sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, but you can use any types of seeds that you want, so it doesn't have to stick to those.
Okay.
We've got 5 tablespoons of raisins,
Okay.
teaspoon of baking soda, a couple of teaspoons of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt and yogurt, and they're all the ingredients that you need.
So let's throw it in there.
Okay, so basically all you got to do is just throw all the mixtures in, so
Okay.
you can put all the bowls into
Throw it
one.
all in together, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. You can go the pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds.
Raisins.
Raisins.
It really is so simple and really quick to make. As you can see, you're just piling everything in
Bit of salt.
and then finish off with cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
And then this is where it gets a bit messy.
Okay. The yogurt.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right. So, am I just scooping it all in?
Yep.
And how much yogurt do we have here?
We've got 500 grams of
500
natural
grams.
Greek yogurt.
Okay.
Um,
And when would you usually make this?
it varies really. It can just be sort of a good snack to have.
Okay.
I like to use it for when we go travelling. It's good
Okay.
to take on the plane with you and like to give out to the girls, make out a big batch of it. Because it's just so easy to do and you can get great quantities out of it. It's really useful to have when you're travelling.
And you just recently got back from Las Vegas and Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
With the Rugby Sevens tournaments out there.
Yeah, we were out there as Team GB, as an invitational side tournament,
Okay.
and we got to play in Las Vegas, which is a crazy city.
But Las Vegas is one of the last places you'd probably think of that to play rugby in, really.
Yeah, Sevens has this kind of thing where it decides to put rugby tournaments in the middle of places. So
Okay.
Dubai is another one in the middle of the desert. But it's really exciting. It's good places for people to go and travel, and that's why it gets such a good following.
Yeah. And Vancouver, you went straight from Las Vegas onto Vancouver. How did you get on there?
Yeah, Vancouver again is an absolutely beautiful city.
Yeah.
We were following the men's side, so we got to play in the BC Stadium.
Okay.
It's an incredible stadium, usually used for American football.
Right.
And we came third at that tournament, but it was a really good tournament for us. It was the first time that we got to play together with, we've got one Scots
Okay.
and 2 Welsh girls playing with us. So
Right.
in order for GB to be able to compete, that's why we went to these tournaments as invitational to make sure that we can all play together.
Yeah, fantastic. And who won in Vancouver in the end?
Canada, they had
okay.
a strong
Right.
side, yeah.
Right.
Their full strength side, so
On home soil as well.
absolutely with the crowd, the crowd really get behind their girls and
Yeah.
their men. So it was a tough place for us to go and play.
Yeah. So, shall we get it in the baking
Yeah.
tray? Here we go. So it's all dished up now. Everything's in there. And this will take, 45 minutes, did you say?
Yeah, pop it in the
45
oven for about 45 minutes at
Okay.
about 190 degrees.
Okay.
Keep an eye on it because you don't want the tops to burn off or anything like
Okay.
that.
Very important. 190 degrees, 45 minutes. And we'll bang it in the oven.
Make it look a little bit nicer
Make it look
first.
nicer. Preheat your oven, of course.
As I said before, like I really like to sometimes put cranberries in here,
Yeah.
or different types of seeds or nuts as well.
You can really throw anything in there,
Yeah,
can't
it's
you?
really up to you. As long as you've got the base of the yogurt and the oats, then you can really choose what you want to have in it. You can also put protein powder in it as well.
Okay.
If you want to add a little bit of protein to it to get that extra protein hit, then you can always do that too.
Lovely. Okay, so we'll throw that in the oven. I will open it
Thank
for
you.
you. Here. In that goes. And we'll come back to that later. So our cake has just come out the oven, our pumpkin seed cake, and I've got to say it's looking incredible and smells lovely as well. So been in there for what, 45 minutes or so?
45 minutes, yeah. Let it cool for about 5-10 minutes after it's come out. See, the steam's still coming out. This is still a little bit hot, but yeah. And then you can have it with a little bit of yogurt on the side if you want, or some berries or anything like that, or you can just have it on its own.
And the great thing about this is it can be classed as a dessert, but you can also have it for lunch, maybe a quick lunch or so.
Yeah, it's quite good for like just a little snack to have.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to take with you, wrap up in a bit of foil, and then have it post-training. It's got a really good carb hit in there, so yeah.
Looks amazing. I'll tell you what. It's so I think I'm going to take all of this home. Absolutely amazing.
Interview done.
Oh my god. Okay, so on to our main dish. And Rachel, what have you got for us here?
We're going to be cooking up a beef cashew stir fry.
Sounds very interesting. Yes, I like the cashews as well.
Yeah, it's really good, like good fats for you as well.
Okay, so what have we got here? We've got 2 slices of sirloin steak.
Yeah, it can just be any type of steak as long as it's quite thin. And then we've got a splash of boiling hot water to help make the sauce.
Okay.
Cashew nut butter and soy sauce, so that'd be the makeup of the sauce that we're going to make.
Okay, and that's just a little bit in a small bowl of soy sauce and a little bit of kind of a medium bowl of peanut butter, and then a small bowl of cashews?
Yes, looking about like a handful, 1 onion, 1 pepper, a handful of baby corn.
Okay.
And then optional, what you can have it if you want to have like a higher higher carbohydrate hit, then you can add in some rice noodles with it as well.
Fantastic. Right, so what's going in first?
What we'll do is we're going to pop the rice noodles in first, and then they can start cooking and they'll be ready.
I'll do that. And how long do these take usually?
They literally take like 3 to 5 minutes, so just
quick.
one packet will be fine.
1 packet, okay, lovely.
And then if I can get you to chop the onion and the pepper while I'm chopping up the steaks.
No problem. And when would you usually have this? Is this at dinner or even a lunch or both?
It could be both. I would normally have it as an evening meal without the noodles normally. If I was probably having it at lunchtime, then I'd maybe add in the rice noodles to it. Okay,
so after training, after a game or something, you would never have it before?
Yeah, no, I'd have it before as well.
Yeah?
It's kind of a meal that's got everything, so it's got protein, fats and carbs in it, so it will support whatever you're doing, whether you're recovering or whether you're preparing to play in competition.
And how long would you leave it before eating and playing if you're having it before?
I would leave, I'd leave about 3 hours just to allow it to digest, because otherwise when you're playing, you're just going to have this volume in you, and that's not going to help you get around a pitch.
No, definitely not. So, Rachel, we must talk about 2014 with England winning the World Cup. Absolutely fantastic achievement. What was it like for you?
Oh, it was huge. That was my 3rd 15s World Cup, and that was the first time I come away with a gold medal, and it definitely felt a lot different to the previous times. It was true elation. I remember when we actually were lifting the trophy, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry or anything.
All sorts of emotions going through you, but you didn't know what to think. And it really set women's rugby alight, didn't it, after winning that? People really started to get into it a lot more, taking a lot more notice of it, and put you guys on the map, didn't it? It
did. I mean, the World Cup was actually held out in Paris, but the amount of media coverage that we were getting back here was unbelievable. The amount of newspapers that were getting stacked up at home from my mum, like collecting, because how much we were in them, and it was just so great to see the nation get behind us. And we had all these messages from, people from all walks of life sending us messages. Prince Harry being one of them. It was pretty incredible, and it was really powerful.
And did you see Prince Harry afterwards? Did he come and greet you or do anything like that?
No, we didn't get a chance to see. It was quite nice that we actually got an opportunity to see our family at the ground as well, and go over and see them with the cup trophy. Right, so I'm going to put some coconut oil. So are we done
here with do you think we're maybe a little longer with
I reckon a couple more minutes.
A couple more minutes with the rice noodles. Okay, the onion is chopped, but the first thing that's going in is steak.
Yep.
Do we need any coconut oil?
Yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of Lucy B coconut oil in.
So we've got the oven set at 190, is it? The hob, sorry. The hob is set at
About medium heat.
Medium heat,
yeah.
So like a level 3 or 4 for the steak.
Yeah, it's just going to put it into like 3-4 minutes, and then
Okay.
what we'll do is we'll get the veg chucked in on top of it to help finish cooking it off.
Okay. Nice sizzling sound.
Yeah, you just kind of want to seal it all off.
Lovely. Okay, so I will start chopping up this pepper while you're doing that. So we have it ready to go in there.
And then just as that's cooking, I'm going to mix up the sauce for the actual dish.
Okay.
Which is the cashew nut butter, a couple of tablespoons, a pinch of hot boiling water, and then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Right.
And you just want to mix it all in together until it comes like quite a smooth consistency.
Okay. So throw it all into the bowl with the peanut butter, mix it all up.
Gently mix it up to start with, otherwise it'll go everywhere. Yeah. So it's time to put the peppers in.
Here we go.
Onions, peppers.
And I think we're good to take the rice noodles off the hob now, so we'll leave them to one side.
Just need to give them a bit of a drain.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll drain them quickly. Okay, so now it's time to put in the sauce.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, it's smelling absolutely lovely as well. So we've drained the rice noodles, they are ready to go.
Yep. So all you need to do is just mix in the sauce now. The meat and the veg are all pretty much cooked. And you can do this with chicken as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be with beef.
Okay.
You can have like a chicken satay feel instead.
I've never seen a sauce like this before. It smells amazing, and I wouldn't think to me personally, I wouldn't think to use peanut butter and soy sauce in together.
But when you use normal true nut butters like a cashew nut butter, then it's really good for you. It's got good fats, and it adds really good flavour to it as well. So that's literally like a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Let the sauce really sink in, but we can serve up the noodles.
Lovely. Here
in the
we go.
meantime.
And how is it? One big plate you get out of this, or 2?
No,
plates?
you could probably separate this.
Okay.
But you can definitely get 2 or 3 dishes from that with the 2 big steaks that we've got.
Do you usually cook a certain amount of meals for the week, a big batch in one go?
No, normally I like to cook up fresh.
Okay.
So I like to come in the evening and have something that's fresh. When I'm pushed for time, then sometimes I will have to, batch things up and put them in the fridge ready for later.
But that could be quite difficult because you have to think ahead of how busy you're going to be on certain days and think, oh God. And you're really busy at the moment, obviously, with your academy that you've set up.
Yeah, really excited about it, but yeah, it is really busy at the moment. So I just set up a girls rugby academy, trying to develop girls, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. So we're looking to do some classroom work with them as well. And yeah, it's really exciting. And
you start on Monday, right? Only a couple of days.
Yeah, our first camp's just on Monday coming, where we've got 25 girls coming along. So the weather's due to be rain, which is not so great. But yeah, I'm really excited about how big and exciting it's going to be, because I've had lots of interest from around the country and worldwide as well. So.
And how long has it been setting it up? How long in the process?
It's probably been about 6 to 8 months in the process. Sort of, I wanted to have something when I finished playing rugby, and this is kind of setting it up ready for when I retire.
That's incredible. A lot of hard work has gone into that.
Yeah, it has, but I'm sure that it's going to be worthwhile.
Yeah, for sure.
So the last thing we just need to do is literally the handful of actual cashew nuts. Just throw it on top.
Lovely.
And then give it a little stir in before we serve it.
No messing around there. Cashews just go straight in after everything's cooked, and then it's ready to serve.
It is.
It smells amazing.
Now it's all about presentation.
Yeah. Look at that.
Maybe a little bit more.
Looks like something from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant here. Lovely. Rachel, thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
It's been great. Our first episode of the Performance Kitchen, and what better way to start it off? So hopefully you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you down there on the link. Tell them to subscribe, Rach.
Subscribe down there.
Here we go. And join us next time, where we'll be joined by another pro athlete cooking some delicious meals.